versteh nicht, wieso du dich mir zeigst. Spielt mir das Schicksal einen Streich. So can you see the meaning in your darkness? Dieser Schatten lässt meine Welt nicht los. Ich weiß längst, ich finde nicht, was ich such. Und dennoch greife ich danach immer zu. Oh, kannst du glauben, was als Wahrheit für uns gilt? Willst du sehen, was die Wahrheit lang verhüllt? Diese Welt scheint sich zu verändern und nur ich allein verstehe es nicht. Day by day we're losing our own shadows. Was ich gerade noch in den Händen hielt, kann ich jetzt nicht mal mehr wiedererkennen. Ist das für dich denn nur ein Spiel? So day by day we're losing proof we're here. Durch den Nebel zieht aus den Schatten auf, was ich einst noch sah als Realität. Ist nur ein Trugbild, das sich über die Wirklichkeit legt. Da ist nichts mehr hier von mir. Aber ich weiß, es muss doch existieren. Dunkelheit, helles Licht, was nie war und was noch ist. Ich weiß nicht mehr, wer ich bin. Sag mir bitte, wo gehör ich hin? How can you see the meaning inside yourself? Nur das Lachen steigt aus der Schwärze auf. Ich versteh nicht, wieso du dich mir zeigst. Spielt mir das Schicksal einen Streich. So can you see the meaning in your darkness? Dieser Schatten hüllt mich vollkommen ein und verschwindet noch im selben Moment. Schon wieder bleibt mir nichts als Fragen, die mich quälen und keiner erkennt. Can you see the meaning inside yourself? Selbst wenn sie dir die Hoffnung rauben, gib niemals auf. So everything is nothing, nothing is all. Everything is nothing, nothing is all. Everything is nothing, nothing is all. Es ist so klar und doch kann ich es noch immer nicht sehen.
Konbanwa, Minago. It's me, Aga Kasweki, a furry Vtuber and Voituber representative. How's everyone doing this evening? I'm doing great. I didn't realize that I had picked the German version of that song. It's actually Shadowgraph from Boogie Pop and Others. It's an anime that came out 3 years ago, based on a manga / light novel, I think. It's kind of like a sci-fi fantasy anthology kind of thing. It's really cool, but sometimes hard to follow. Anime gay, fuck off, Mayor. I'm sick of your shit. But also, yes, hello, Fire. You must be the new person that Corvus was telling me about earlier. I'm glad you can make it. I hope that you're not going to be too lost from this, because we are like deep in the middle of this story at the moment. Yes, this is REZERO, Prophecy of the Throne, otherwise known as the False King candidate in Japan. We are... Wait, what loop am I on? So I need to... What loop are we on? Loop? Is it really the 4th loop? Jesus Christ. Loop 4. Holy shit. Yeah, I put question marks up there because I honestly had no memory of what loop I was on. Oh yes, I'm glad you can make it. Thank you for coming. Yes, when last I'm a complicated situation. Don't don't. I've never I've never heard someone described as a complicated situation or describe themselves as a complicated situation. That's an interesting way to introduce yourself. But anyway, yes, hello. I will try not to mind you complicated situation. But so when last we left off, Subaru was burned alive by Wolf, the mysterious jester assassin, that we had met in a previous loop actually. But apparently he knows fire magic, and he set Subaru on fire. And Subaru died again.
Let's go back.
And it seems that we are...
Hey, kid!
Gameplay recording pause because you ended a block scene. Yeah, you don't worry about that. We're still gonna be streaming though. You can't stop me, Sony! Anyway, yeah, looks like we're back in front of the Appa stand with Cardamon. Hold on, is my head too big or something? Because I keep dropping out of frame. Let me shrink myself a little bit. There we go, small Mia.
Are you even listening? This conversation's over. Come on, move it. I'm running a business here.
Subaru, are you okay? If you do not have enough, Rem does not mind paying.
I hear an energetic voice in front of me, and another familiar, loving voice from my side. My brain processes the two, and I slowly take a deep breath. I look around, taking the side of the two who just spoke to me. Two familiar faces. Then I look down at my hands, opening and closing them. I can move them. I can move my feet too. And so I push open the door to my memories. So Subaru has just died once again, and he has gone back in time. And as usual, he's a bit confused. That kind of thing happens when you just got brought back to life all of a sudden. In that moment, a certain red sight flashes before my eyes.
Subaru?
I fall to my knees on the blue-haired girl. No, it's Rem. Rem desperately calls out my name. I can't even bring myself to answer her. I'm too busy checking my throat, skin, and limbs to make sure they didn't burn away.
I burned and died.
Like you said before, immolation is a very rough way to go. Just saying that out loud sends a chill down my spine. Ugh. In those final moments, I've been engulfed in flames and incinerated. My throat was burning, my lungs were melting, my stomach boiling. The memory of all that pain comes flooding back. I can hardly breathe. Ugh! I'd heard that people died in flames from inhaling toxic gases that make them lose consciousness. What? Burning from the flames afterward. What? Died in fires. Usually died in flames from inhaling toxic gases that make them lose consciousness from the flames afterward. Oh, I understand, okay. When I died that time, I didn't even have the reprieve to faint from the gas. I was conscious through it all as I was burned alive. Wow! The pain of knowing my body would be rendered completely useless broke me. The death of the body kills the mind along with it. Even now, returning by death, my heart still burns.
It's okay. Please take a deep breath. Rem is right here with you.
Rim doesn't understand, but she's always supportive, no matter what. You know what else will burn? Oh man, what else will burn? Tell the class what else will burn. Rim puts her arms around me in an embrace. I can feel the warmth coming from her body. Everything. I am Power Mare, bitch. Still got a serious case of Chunibyo, don't you? The heat terrifies me at first, but the steady beat of her heart washes away the tension in my body.
It's okay now. Everything will be okay. Just breathe. Slowly, calmly.
She speaks gently as if to soothe a baby, and I listen intently. Meanwhile, the shopkeeper is just standing there watching. The fear doesn't go away, and the despair doesn't fade. But, little by little, I can feel the infernal flames that have once burned me alive weakening. Excuse me, small burp.
Are you alright now?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm back to normal.
You
Everything's
surprised me for
fine.
a second there. If you two kept flirting in front of my shop, I'd have gotten even less customers come my way than I already do.
You already have no customers. We've established this.
Is that supposed to make me laugh?
The shopkeeper's eyes turn into a serious glare, so I refrain from laughing and avert my gaze instead.
Here's the payment. I apologize for any trouble we may have caused.
No trouble at all. As for you, you need to be more aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, I'll be more careful.
The sense of defeat weighs down on me as I take the bag of appas, not knowing how to respond properly. The bag is heavy. My arms are heavy. Mom's spaghetti.
See you tomorrow then.
I don't think we'll be back so soon.
He sends us off with a parting joke and we finally walk away from his stall. So are we still going to Priscilla? Because nothing's gonna come of that.
Sorry about earlier. You really helped me out back there.
Unless we learn something. Unless we learn something that would help us with Priscilla. I don't think we did. After putting some distance between us and the stall, I finally managed to churn the words out. After returning by death, Rim held me in her arms for some time as the shock of it all brought me to my knees. It helped me recover mentally, but my masculinity took a hit. Because of that, I can hardly look Rim in the face. Yeah, masculinity has taken worse hits before. Super actually pissed himself somewhere in this arc. It's too painful to think she might look at me like I'm pathetic.
There's no need to be so worried, Subaru. No matter what state you appear to be in, I will never look down on you. Even if you tremble like a child with tears and mucus running down your face, you are still admirable.
Thank you, Rim.
I don't know if that'd make me look too admirable then. I wouldn't want to break myself down that much either.
Of course, Rem would prefer to see your gallant side as well.
Driving that nail right in, wow. But she means everything she says. Rem is one of the most genuine people you will ever meet in this anime. Seeing her smile shatters my shield of shame and disgrace. All that's left underneath is a raw, exposed Subaru Natsuki.
Just plain old me. You're amazing, Rem.
But you are more amazing, Subaru.
The fact she even says things like that makes her all the more extraordinary. You know, one thing this game is capturing right now is the relationship between Rem and Subaru. That's one of Subaru's relationships in this game that the game is doing a pretty good job of capturing.
Complimenting each other like this is nice, but we don't have any time to waste. Rem, this might be a weird question, but we just met up with Sakura in front of the shop, right?
And also, I said this in the Discord, but I'll repeat myself. I was not liking this game to start off with, but it's starting to grow on me. Like, there are a lot of things that this game is missing, but there's still things that the game is capturing pretty well.
Yes, we did see Miss Sakura. She previously visited the manor as an emissary of Miss Melty's camp.
And wow, I completely lost my train of thought. Anyway, this game isn't as bad as I thought it was. The RTS portions are still like not RTS at all, but the story is pretty decent so far. Oh yeah, it's offering enough mystery and intrigue to keep me interested, even for someone like me that is completely caught up in terms of the light novel and the anime. What the fuck are you talking about, Mayor? Fucking hell. Calm the fuck down, please.
So that means...
I take a deep breath, now convinced my thought was right. I have no fucking idea. Well then how are we supposed to know? My save points changed drastically from before. Until now, it had been locked at Arlen Village a few days ago, but now it's changed. Now they're addressing it. So, okay, does that mean that... Because usually when the restart point is changed, it means that Subaru overcame an obstacle. But what obstacle did he overcome in the last loop? I'm not really sure. It's been updated to a few hours before he ran into Wolf unexpectedly.
To be honest, there's still a lot I don't understand about my ability, but...
So that means that we're not ever going to run into the Dust Bandits again, I think. There was that battle for the insignia at the loot house, in the front of the manor about my curse. Those have been my only two previous returns by death. Subaru is no Makoto. Wait a second. Well, that's because Subaru is a more developed character than Makoto. Makoto is very milquetoast. Subaru has a personality. Makoto doesn't really have a personality. I'm sorry, Mayor, but that's the truth. Listen, you were right there along for the ride. Makoto does not have a personality. He is a audience insert character, whatever. Subaru has character development. He grows. Makoto does not grow. Makoto is just along for whatever ride everyone else puts him on. Each of my save points to return by death didn't change during either of those incidents, but now it has. It may have shifted, but I can't imagine all our problems have been taken care of.
I don't even know who's behind all this, so I can't keep relying on my ability.
I've returned by death. I can say with confidence that each time I have, I've changed the results of impending disasters. But I can't rely on this power. It's way too risky to keep clinging to something or someone that I don't know when they'll disappear. But that it means the Witch of Envy. And above all, I'm afraid to die. It's painful. It's terrifying. I don't want to make any plans when my death is needed to reset.
I need to think about this positively.
Rem is just sitting there waiting. Now that my save point is moved, I can't change anything that's happened before today, or after the official announcement of the Royal Selection's delay. Amelia didn't come to the capital this time, and we've already met with the other candidates. Well, all except Priscilla, the red bitch. Speaking of which, she's been the focal point of everything we've been doing from this point on. I take a few deep breaths to calm myself. I can't afford to make a single mistake from here on out. I will make many more mistakes, don't worry. All the suffering I've been through would otherwise be wasted.
Rem, I'm going to Priscilla's manor now. I know where it is, but there's something else waiting for me there.
Something else?
It's what I mentioned at the tavern earlier, about someone going after Anastasia. I want to warn Priscilla, but I have a feeling that guy will show up there.
I debated on how best to tell Rem the situation, but with little time left, I decided to be blunt. When Rem and I cornered Wolf last time, he was wandering around near Priscilla's manor. He'd already gone after Anastasia, so if he's targeting the royal candidates, it makes sense that he'd go after Priscilla too. But remember what Wolf said at the end of the last loop, in the last stream. He said something like, I have to do it for her sake, or I have to get her to win, or something like that. Something that implied that he was indeed working for the benefit of one of the other candidates. But that doesn't necessarily mean that. But I say that doesn't mean. Now, okay, Corvus says that either Anastasia or Priscilla hired him, but think about it. Think about that. That doesn't necessarily mean that one of the candidates hired him. He might just be a fanatic. Because here's my reasoning on this. Like, Rem had pummeled him to a pulp, like right before he set Subaru on fire. And yet and still, after he set Subaru on fire, he was like, I have to do it for her sake, or something like that. That's not the reasoning of like a mercenary or something. To me, that's not how someone behaves that was just paid to do a job. That's someone that truly believes in the cause of whatever he's fighting for. So my thinking is that he's some kind of fanatic or some kind of stalker or something. Someone that believes in one of the candidates but wasn't hired directly by one of the candidates. I could be wrong, but that's just my feeling on the matter.
Then you will be warning Miss Priscilla as well?
I'd like to say yes, but
If I talk to Priscilla, she'd keep an eye out for Wolf. Well, that'd be good for her. I don't know if that'd be enough. Last time I told Rem to kill Wolf because of how dangerous he is, but it'd be better if we could capture him instead. I remember that he muttered something in his final moments. I want to find out what all he was trying to say. Once I do, I should be able to get to the bottom of all this. That's why
I need to prepare. Will you join me, Rem?
there's no guarantees this will work, but this has always been how I fight. I dive into the sea of the unknown and launch a torpedo based on vague information. I'm always scared to do it, so I need someone who will give me that final push.
Yes. Please tell me what you would like me to do.
Oh, Rem. Subaru, you do not deserve her. Rem's enthusiasm is exactly the push I need. A shadow slowly rises from the darkness. It scans the surroundings, nefariously sneaking about.
Rem, did you see that?
Yes. So, that is the suspicious person you mentioned earlier.
So he didn't call out his name this time. Rem and I lurk behind anything we can find, carefully squinting into the darkness. That's definitely Wolf. Just as I expected, he appears as we keep watching Priscilla's manor. This looks like the alleyway, though. I doubt he suspects that anyone would be lying in wait for him to show.
Let's go after him.
Are we not to engage him here?
It'd be good if we were able to just talk to each other, but I highly doubt it'll play out that way. And if a fight were to break out here, he could end up running out into the open and getting a bunch of innocent people involved. Ideally, I'd like to find out who he's working for. But if that's not possible, then I'd like to contain our brawl somewhere it won't involve anyone else.
Understood. Rem also prefers to battle somewhere where there is no interference.
Rem agrees with me, albeit for a slightly different reason. Because she's a bloodthirsty maniac at heart. But now that we're both on the same page, we continue after Wolf. Where does she keep that Morning Star when she's not using it? He enters an alley and moves deftly to the right and left. We trail after him, trying not to lose sight of him, but also trying not to be seen. We keep a good distance as we stay on his tail. Ha ha! Because his name is Wolf! Get it?
Where is he going?
At the very least, I know Wolf won't harm Priscilla today. If he did, I would have heard about it during my previous loops.
No, I shouldn't make assumptions here.
Something might change. Last time we came to the world capital was the first time Amelia wasn't with us. Wolf attacked Anastasia and I then. It's hard to say if Amelia not being around will affect Wolf's actions. Come to think of it, it's possible his target shifted to Priscilla precisely because Amelia wasn't present.
We can't lose him, and we definitely can't let him see us. That makes trailing someone all the more difficult. So, you ready?
Yes, Rem is always ready.
Yes, Rem is ready.
All right, good. Then let's go.
As we keep our painstaking pursuit, I realize the environment around us has completely changed. Why is he going into the slums? We come from Priscilla's prestigious manor to a place like
Something's off.
this.
Subaru?
The place we're now in reminds me of the slums. We aren't anywhere near Priscilla's manor right now. Last time we ran into Wolf, it was because he was snooping around there. We won't be able to recreate our meeting from before. That means... That means he wasn't after Priscilla at all? We should probably keep some distance from him, just in case. Hi, see anyone suspicious?
You need a weapon? Well, all this scrap lying around should be better than nothing.
Oh, sweet. Cool. So we actually got a weapon. Someone left wooden box and lumber shooting about. Maybe they can be used for something. Oh, but it's not this. A makeshift weapon. The man in some said it would be better to use scrap wood as a weapon than fighting barehanded. That's true. Okay. So I guess I need to talk to Rim.
Subaru, will you not chase after him?
I will. But I think we've gotten a little too close. That guy's extremely dangerous. So let's keep some distance between us, just in case.
I see. Understood. Let us take care not to get too close then.
That's exactly what Subaru just said, Rim. Thank you for the repeat. So then...
Subaru,
Good point. If he turns that corner, we'll definitely lose him too. There he goes! Rem, let's keep going after him. We need to get to that corner.
Understood. We should hurry, Subaru.
He should be right around that corner.
For most of this arc, in the original story, Rem was Subaru's primary ally too. Because for reasons that you will see if you do end up watching the anime, Emilia ends up rejecting Subaru. Or not rejected is a strong word, but she ends up leaving him behind.
If you think he's spotted you, I want you to charge in right away. Any hesitation could mean your life.
Understood. If I suspect he has noticed my presence, I will attack immediately.
Rem, he spotted us!
Rem attacks the moment I call out to her. Here we go! A spiked iron ball spins about with incredible momentum as it closes in on Wolf's back. Where was she keeping it?
That was a close one. Don't get the jump on me like that. All my preparation just went down the drain.
Wolf laughs loudly as he dodges Rem's attack with ease. He didn't tell her about the fire magic though. That's kind of important. He leaps into the air and turns around. I grit my teeth and glare at the masked enemy in front of us, Anemone.
When did you figure us out?
I knew the whole time, fool. If you're going to tail someone, you'd better learn how to do it properly. I can smell your animosity a mile away.
Well, excuse me for not having many opportunities to sneak after someone. I'll consider your advice for next time. Anyway, we're gonna slap the old ball and chain on you.
You mean her ball and chain?
That was the joke, Wolf. Thank you.
That is quite enough. There is no more room for discussion. We will get the answers we seek from you by force if needed.
Whoa, whoa! You're pretty scary for someone with such a
Cock
cute
and ball
little
torture.
face.
That's not what was being talked about, Mayor. Yeah, like I said, Rem is a bloodthirsty maniac at heart.
But oh well. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Not like I've got a choice anyway, with you lot glaring at me like that. Don't blame me if you end up in the dirt.
Here we go! Here we go! What is your choice?
Damn it! He knew we were on his tail since the start. We totally fell for his bait.
Rem is like a Gardevoir with that horn. Do you mean Gardevoir? Gardevoir. Damn it! We knew we were on. He knew we were on his tail since the start. We totally fell for his bait. Yes.
That would seem to be the case. We are left with no choice but to fight
the
him.
Pokemon. Yeah, Gardevoir.
Stay calm. I need to keep a level head.
Think. His ability to drain mana from those he touches and the fire magic he uses when he's cornered are the aces up his sleeve. Since I'm already aware of that, we have a good chance of beating him so long as we take precautions. What sort of person is he anyway? Seems to me he's just your plain old crazy person, but is he really? No, he is not. That center spaceship Betelgeuse was definitely a total psycho. He is, but he's not an idiot. But what about this guy? His words suddenly make it seem like he isn't all there. But there's something noticeably different between him and Betelgeuse.
Why do I think that?
Betelgeuse invaded the royal capital to find Amelia. Because of that, numerous innocent bystanders died at the hands of the witch cult. Betelgeuse is a genuine psychopath, but
A wolf?
it's true he killed me before. There's no denying he's capable of murder.
But thinking back...
When Anastasia and I were attacked, we were in the middle of the shopping district. He attacked us in broad daylight, and I can't remember a single bystander getting hurt in the process. Then, when we fought him later, we were in a secluded back alley. I don't have much to base anything on, so it may have just been a coincidence.
But still, there wasn't a single person around this time either.
Subaru's onto something. If he knew we were following him the whole time, he could have attacked us whenever he felt like it. He could have even gotten the jump on us if we struck before we noticed he was onto us. And yet... Turning point.
Gotta
Shit.
think about this.
God damn it! Once again, I don't have enough information. Am I doing something wrong here?
No point in thinking about it now.
He's the enemy here. He's the one who killed me. I need to focus on beating him instead of wasting time mulling these things over.
Rem, I want to go over a few things before we fight that guy.
God damn it.
Yes, of course.
Remember to keep an eye on his hands. He can drain your mana if he touches you.
Drain my mana?
Yeah, he can even absorb magic with his hands.
Understood. I will be wary of his hands.
Good. It's too risky to fight him close up, so watch his hands when you use magic too. Just use your Morning Star and keep your distance.
Understood. Thank you for the information. This will be very helpful.
Alright, you should be good to go. Now, to figure out what I can do.
I cannot have you be put in any danger, Subaru.
Yeah, but I can make a weapon out of wood, apparently.
Please stay somewhere safe and watch as Rem fights valiantly.
Thanks, Rem. Well, I want to say that, but that won't fly this time around. That guy is really powerful. Even you won't be able to beat him so easily. We need to work together.
But I can't do very much. So what should I do here?
Now,
Well, fuck.
something I can do.
God
Sorry, Rem.
damn it.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I must be missing something.
That is fine. Please just stay somewhere safe and observe the fight instead.
Ugh, damn it. I feel like I should do something, but I don't know what.
It is quite alright, Subaru. Your desire to help is more than enough.
Should I be doing some more exploring so that I can get more information to make decisions?
So long as you are by my side, I can fight using my full potential.
Sorry, Rem. But as soon as I think of something, I'll do what I
Probably.
can to help.
Yeah.
Subaru, your sentiment alone is truly enough for me. Besides, your safety is a priority above all else. Please do not forget that.
It never feels like I can... Like there's more things to do. I like his hair. Who's Subaru's? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like he has that swept back look going about him.
Thanks, Rem. But I'll still do my best figuring out how I can help.
Now then, is there anything I should check before we fight Wolf? He's already gotten the best of me several times before, so I need to be careful.
I think...
Don't pursue the enemy too far, be careful of his fire attack. Which one? The fire attack, definitely.
Oh, Rem! I almost forgot something important. He can use fire magic, so look out for that too.
Fire magic?
Yeah. I don't know the specifics, but he can definitely use some sort of fire attack.
I see. So not only can he
At
drain
least we
mana,
can make that
he
decision.
has fire magic at his disposal.
That's right.
Whoops, sorry,
I don't
Ram.
think
Didn't
that's
mean to
all.
cut you off. Itchy trigger finger.
He has some sort of special attack that he uses when he's desperate. So don't let your guard down even if you have him cornered. You might end up getting blasted away by his fire.
Is Wolf just like watching us have this strategy meeting?
Understood. I will not let my guard down even when he is cornered, and be wary of his fire attack.
Subaru's lucky Rem believes him. Oh, Rem believes Subaru implicitly, yeah. Like I said, Rem is Subaru's greatest ally through this arc. In the anime, light novel, everywhere.
You ready? There's no need for goodbyes. I'll send you both to the afterworld together. Go!
Sorry to make you wait. We were just going over our plans to beat you. It's a shame, but I'm gonna make you regret giving us the time to prepare.
Oh, come on. Don't make me laugh. Regret? Me? Oh, man. I may just die from laughter here. In your dreams.
He is very much like a stage actor.
A shame, really. This would have been way easier on you if you did just drop dead right now.
Oh, I'm really gonna enjoy killing you.
I don't know where that came from there, but yeah, there is that apocryphal story of the two animators from Disney, like back in the 40s, maybe early 50s. I forget when, but these two animators made in their off time, they made some Mickey and Minnie Mouse porn that they showed to Walt Disney and a few other animators, and like everyone was like laughing and enjoying it and everything. And Walt then asked who was responsible for it, and the two animators raised their hands, and apparently Walt fired them on the spot and had the film reel destroyed. And I guess that's a pretty famous story.
Let's get it started then, shall we? I can't wait to see how many seconds you'll last.
Get ready, Rem.
Yes! Rem will give it her all!
Rem will give it her all!
You got this, Rem.
I
Be
fight
careful.
for my friends. To the mission. Okay, let's save.
Preserve, reserve, save!
Thanks, Wolf, for helping me save. Beware of his fire attack.
What else can I do?
Do what I can in the meantime. It would be really useful if I could move the camera so I can look around without wasting a move. Okay, so that's the field of battle. Ram putting in the distance. I guess I can distract him, maybe? Should I do that? Should I just walk up behind him and try to talk to him? Can I use a... Son of a bitch. I don't have my makeshift weapon. So...
Oh, what's wrong? If you wanted me to kill you first, you should have said so. I'll gladly grant your wish. Cool.
Uh-oh. Oh, nothing happened. Okay. Well, there's nothing around here that I can interact with, I think. Oh, shit.
Oh, a sandbag. But what could I even use it for?
Let's do this!
Prepare yourself! Al-Yama!
Ah,
Missy, I'll be taking that. Cool.
mana absorption.
Damn, he can absorb magic too?
Ah, fuck. He's powered up. There's nothing else I can do. Wait.
I don't think I can use these wood scraps for a trap.
Not yet! Rem can still fight!
Oh, really? You feel... She won't be of much use. What about the makeshift weapon? So are they just gonna be running around in a circle for this whole mission? I don't know what to do. There's some sandbags here, but I can't think of how to use them. Son of a bitch! What am I supposed to do?
There's no sandbag for these wood scraps. I'll try moving this.
Oh fuck.
My foot!
Subaru, are you okay?
Well shit.
The wood scraps fell right on me. Sorry, Rem. I don't think I can move.
Ha! Foolish boy. That's good. I'll take that one out first then.
Let me go!
Fight, Subaru! Fight!
Oh, lively, aren't we? Let's see how long.
Ah! My strength!
Get away from Subaru!
I'm sorry. Rem.
Well shit.
Subaru!
See ya! Time to say goodnight.
I can feel my mana being rapidly drained from me.
Well fuck. Tried to do a thing and I died as a result. Yeah, consciousness begins to fade.
Subaru!
I try to speak, but the only sounds I make are gibberish.
Oh, come on. I thought you were dead. I ain't got all day now. Let's get this show started already.
It was kind of hinted that was a bad idea. But, here's the thing. Now I know that those rods can be used for a trap. Now I know that I can set it, the trap can be set beforehand.
Get it together, Subaru!
Looks like my new save point is right before we fight Wolf. Luckily, he hasn't decided to strike yet. There's no guarantee he'll keep waiting for us. There's no need for him to wait until I've recovered in the first place.
It's okay, Rem.
I somehow managed to steady my swaying body.
Sorry to make you wait. That was pretty gentlemanly of you. Watching and wait instead of striking at such an opportune moment.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, fool. What makes you think I need special opportunities to defeat you?
Oh shit, the callouts.
Oh, really? I'll make you regret that decision.
I'll make you eat those words. You say this every time, Corvus. Yes, the Witch of Envy is the most powerful of all the witches. Because she can manipulate time.
Good. I'll really have some fun killing you. No more waiting around then. Let's get this thing started.
Fire School. You really are a teenager, aren't you, Mayor?
Fine by me.
I know how he fights now. We can definitely take him down so long as we stay cautious.
All right, Rem. Let's give him everything we've got from the start.
Yes, Subaru.
Yes, Subaru.
Rem will give it her all.
What's with that seizure she had just then? She just said Fuck, man. Mission start. I just ended up getting in the way. I have to be careful getting scraps. I think that was a bug. No, that was definitely on purpose.
There's There's no sandbag for these wood scraps.
This place is dangerous. I shouldn't go around moving things carelessly. It'd be better just to leave this be. So wait. That wasn't like a trap I could set or anything?
Alright, I'll use the wood scraps to set up a trap.
Oh, I can use these to set up a trap.
I'm good to go, Rem.
Scrap trap A!
Very well, Subaru.
Let's do this!
Prepare yourself! Hal-Yuma!
What's your take on Texas and their snow problem? They were utterly unprepared for a snowstorm. I can sympathize with them because they are Texas. If there's one thing you don't expect to happen in Texas, it's a snowstorm. Were you not following me, Corvus? What the fuck, dude? Hold up, hold up. I was. What? No. Then why did you just follow me just now? I unfollowed. How dare you, Corvus? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Missy, I'll be taking
Damn, he can absorb magic too?
Wait, couldn't I have told her beforehand about the mana absorption, the magic absorption? Let's put some sandbags here. And I just did that to get rid of a message. Why you unfollow Mama Fox? Yeah! Why you unfollow Mama Fox, Corvus? How dare you? How dare you abandon your shrine, Mama? Don't think I can move them.
Not yet!
So, is there another part to this that I need to... Okay, this needs to be activated at the right time. So the right time would be... When is the right time, though? Sandbags, nothing. So is it now? Do I do it now or no? No. Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Not yet!
Okay, definitely now. Hi, don't mind me, Wolf. I'm just activating a trap here.
All right, trap activated. This is gonna hurt.
What the? Damn you! Damn you!
Oh wait, that was it? Then what the fuck, man?
You're a piece of work.
It wasn't enough. shit.
We'll be at a disadvantage if this drags on. To do that, I need to give Rem better orders.
Order of operations. She doesn't have time to talk. Oh! This!
Right? I'll use the wood scraps to set up a trap.
Okay.
It's ready.
Scrap Trap B!
Understood.
Rem, be careful! Don't get too close!
Understood.
No? No, it can't be.
So, activate this one now. Scrap Trap. Mare, don't, Mare. Don't. Do not bring it up. I know what you're about to bring up. Don't. Every time with you, you have a very particular focus, Mare. Something that you're very, God damn it, Mare! For fuck's sake. Stop relating everything to Five Nights at fucking Freddy's. Same trick won't work twice. I need to think of another plan. Why? Son of a bitch. Now he's too far.
Damn. Not bad. Didn't expect you to last this long.
I have the mentality of a 6-year-old at times. Well, shit. Autism, I think, but I don't know. I have autism too, Mayor. I understand.
Not bad.
What? What? Did we win?
Not bad.
Did we win? He just got to the 16th turn. He was like, "Oh fuck, all out of energy. I need coffee." It can't be that easy. I agree.
This is the end.
We'll see about that.
I can sense how terrified Wolf looks, even behind his mask. In that moment, the fire that had killed me flashes in my mind.
Rem, stay back! He can also use fire magic!
It's a fake out!
What?
El Yuma!
Wolf looks shaken up as his flames collide with Rem's ice magic. Both light up disgust with an intense eruption. Oh shit! Sending a blast of hot and cold wind throughout the slums.
Damn it! How did you know about that?
These lips are sealed. This is your last chance to negotiate your way out of this. If you tell us what we want to know, you could save yourself from some pain.
Don't make me laugh. You'll spare my life if I yield, eh? Don't give me that crap, you damned liar! What good would that do me? Yeah, and another thing. Just like you, I have my own reason why I can back down.
Red lights appear around Wolf and turn into flames. Looks like he's taking this seriously now. Now we're back on even ground with that.
It's obvious who the enemy is now, isn't it? So come out already!
What? Why are you shouting now?
Good grief. No need to be so bossy.
A lethargic force responds to my cry, and despite his unenthused words, the time pack spikes the punch. Wolf immediately leads back to evade the slash of his blade. I love Al, you guys. I'm sorry.
Who the...
Ah, Ah, I missed. My bad, bro. We should probably retreat now.
Like hell we will! This is playing out exactly like I said it would. Just help me out here like you promised.
Wait. When did Subaru talk to Al about this?
Fine, fine. Jeez. I'm really not cut out for this sort of thing, bro.
So, you've prepared yourself an ally. A ridiculous-looking one at that.
Hey, you're one to talk. What's with that getup? You're trying way too hard.
Two of the most ridiculously dressed characters in this world. Al and Wolf glare at each other, and the clash between the two most strangely dressed men and the royal capital begins. Yes! Honestly, I'd have liked to just watch and laugh if this wasn't my problem. This is a matter of life and death.
Rem, back Al up. I want to capture this guy alive.
Yes. Allow me to join you, Sir Al.
Appreciate the help.
Getting up on the little guy, huh? You're more heinous than me.
Wolf leaps over Rims and Al simultaneously attacks and points at me. My life's on the line here too. After overcoming so much to get to this point, I can only feel annoyed by his comment.
You're starting to sound like a sore loser.
And you're sounding awfully high and mighty for a spectator.
Rims and Al's onslaught cuts off Wolf's escape route, forcing him back into the fight. Al's attacks don't seem extraordinarily fast or anything, but his movements and positioning are incredibly precise. He covers for any of Rim's openings, supporting her offense.
Ah, damn you!
Yeah!
Al has 9 abs. The perfect amount. The chain roars like a beast, the iron balls snapping at Wolf with ferocious power. I think one of them is like his crotch though. Like he has that that crotch thing going on too. Crotch. It's the most important muscle. How else are you supposed to flex your dick? Wolf rolls on the ground to evade the attack, but then...
Too bad, so sad. Looks like your luck's run out.
Al swings his curved sword, and Wolf instinctively raises his hand. The next moment, fire erupts all around Al, and the red flames flickering off his iron helm.
Al!
I raise my voice in panic, but it's too late. Al is engulfed in the intense flames and is reduced to nothing more than...
I already told you, didn't I?
Holy shit!
You're out of luck.
Ow, my boy! It all happened so quickly. The moment it seemed like Al had been consumed by the fire, he deftly dodged the attack and drove his sword through Wolf. Fuck yeah! The sword pierced through Wolf's side, deeply damaging him from the inside. That means...
Should be out of commission now. We won!
You think you won?
Hearing my victorious voice, Wolf shakes his head in denial. He then grips the sword in his stomach and lets out a long breath.
Hey, man. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I may only have the one arm, but I won't be loosening my grip anytime soon. You try to pull that sword out, I'll twist and wrench it out myself. It'll be bye-bye to your guts then. Do you still think...
Uh-oh.
Can't stop here. Not until I secure their victory.
His voice trembles with pain and he glares it out through his mask. Pull the sword deeper and stab Al. It's not that kind of situation. That only works if he got stabbed from the back. That would only work if the sword was pointed the other way.
Oh, crap. Easy.
Sir Al, what is...
Oh man. Al immediately lets go of his sword and put his arm around Rem's slender waist. He lifts up the surprise Rem and sprints away from Wolf at full speed, turning to me and shouting all the while.
Hit the deck!
I don't get the chance to ask what's going on, as a moment later an explosion of light surrounds us. A flash of red, a mist from Wolf, a shockwave blasting air right at us. Suicide bomb. So this is what it feels like to be hit with an air blast. The shockwave reminds me of the time Reinhardt blew away the loot house. I roll around the ground holding my head as I wait for the heat wave to subside. I'm still not entirely sure what happened, but I just hope Rim and Al got to safety in time. Please don't die, Subaru.
Please wake up, Subaru.
Oh, thank God.
Subaru.
Can't take a screenshot now.
What was that explosion?
Subaru, are you okay?
Rem, what about you? Are you hurt?
No, I am fine. As for Sir Al...
Oh, he died protecting you.
Don't kill me off like that. Oh, that'd be a pretty badass way to go. I'm still alive here.
Like, yo, hold up a second.
Al,
I'm
you're
right
alive.
here.
Of course I am. Burning to death is really painful, you know? Just imagining it makes me uncomfortable.
Hey, I'm right here.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But why'd you make it sound like he kicked the bucket, Rem?
It's like, bro, I'm not dead. This is exactly what he said. One of the best characters, I agree. I love Al so much. There isn't enough of him in the light novel or the anime.
Sir Al's back was terribly burned while he was protecting me. I did treat it with some healing magic, but...
Great character. I can't forget the 18 pack.
Getting burned is painful as hell. Even if it is just the tip of a finger. I'm going through that pain right now.
That's so? Well, thanks for protecting Rem. But there's still...
I cut our conversation short and look around. Seeing as we can have a casual conversation like this makes me realize something. I suspected it would happen, but...
So, Wolf got away, huh?
Yes.
Grim gives a sullen nod, and Wolf is nowhere in sight. All he left behind is evidence of his power from his parting blast. The little corner of the slums that we're in now is nothing more than blackened ruin.
He really was something else. Scary to think a guy like him was peeping on the manor. I wouldn't have had any idea if you didn't warn me about him.
I know it was hard to believe me, but aren't you glad you did?
When did Subaru have a chance? I contacted Al before we decided to trail Wolf. Like last time, I'd gone bearing the gift of Oppas to meet with them. Oh, so they had just gone to the manor already. Before that, okay. But afterwards, when I warned Al about Wolf and the threat he posed, Al doesn't know me all that well, so he was obviously skeptical at first.
You were just so insistent that I decided to check things out because I couldn't just ignore you. And here we are. The guy was definitely off his rocker, but I can't imagine he'd accidentally blow himself to smithereens.
That's true. Man, what a pain.
Could his objective be to interfere with the royal selection? If so, perhaps he knows who was spying on Lord Roswell's manor.
Maybe, but it's hard to say for sure. All I know is that there are a lot of factors at play here.
I don't think so. I don't get the feeling that Wolf is connected to the witch cult. I'd also considered this before, but there's a good chance Wolf and the witch cult are unrelated. Subaru thinks so too. If the witch cult is targeting Amelia, why would Wolf go after the other candidates? That can only mean...
That guy must be working with someone affiliated with the royal selection. Might be a royal candidate to boot.
A suspect suddenly flashed in my mind. It most certainly 110% is not Rem.
And that's why.
So remember, Wolf stabbed Rem in the back in the last loop, so he's not working for Rem. That does not check out.
Come on now. Don't tell me the thought never crossed your mind. There was always a chance of political conflict between the candidates.
Did
It's
he?
happened
I didn't
sooner
see
than I
that.
expected.
Yeah, I don't think you were in that stream, man. It was the last one. Wolf stabbed Rem in the back while Subaru was burning alive.
Any one of them could have figured out they'd become the next ruler if the other candidates were out of the picture. There's nothing surprising about that.
Yes, Rem agrees. Even if the royal candidates themselves did not give the order, their supporters could have easily acted on their own as well.
The candidates and their supporters.
Rem's left with Subaru rivals the Witch of Envies, for sure. As I listened to Rem's and Al's conclusions, all the candidates and their camps flit in my mind. There's Crucianer, Knight Ferris, and Wilhelm who works at their manor. There's Anastasia and her knight, Julius, along with Ricardo and Mimi of the Iron Fang, including Mimi's brothers and the other beastmen. There's also Priscilla and Al who's standing right before me, and that young servant at their manor too. There's Felt and that ultimate knight of hers, Knight F hers, Reinhardt, and I bet Old Man Rum is probably with her right now too. Finally, there's Melody and her knight Tiga, along with their supporter Sakura. If the royal candidates and their affiliates are suspects, then the culprit has to be one of them. Has it though?
I don't suspect you guys, of course. Seeing as we just fought together and all.
The same goes for Anastasia. Wolf also attacked her.
That's so. And that puts my princess, yours, and the merchant girl in the clear.
Vora's Tiny Mia. Press X to doubt, Mayor, you're not in Devore.
That narrows down the list a bit. Maybe it's not so hopeless after all.
Little by little, we trimmed down a list of suspects, but having seen all their smiling faces at one point or another, it only leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not into digestion Vor. So then, have you been converted, Mayor? Are you actually a Vorophile now? I wish.
Anyway, you really helped me out today, bro. I'll be telling the princess about what happened here.
I guess so. But can you wank to it? There's a difference between not having a problem with it and getting off to it. There's a big gap in between there.
Well, she can be pretty fickle, though. She may thank you for this.
Oh
later.
no!
I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you.
Nice. I don't get off of it like you. But you're just not disgusted by it anymore. Okay, that's understandable. I can jam with that. As I listen to Al, I stare at the child remains that Wolf left behind. What? Wait a minute, did he actually blow himself up? I just wish that when this is all over, we can all get back to smiling again. Did he blow himself up, or did he just use the explosion and then get away?
If things still go as expected, and the meeting to
I think he
explain
just
the
got
delay for
away.
the royal selection will be tomorrow.
But then what are the remains?
I'll record it.
I've been playing this game for 19 hours. Oh my god, that makes me feel tired.
Is this the right place? What a shabby bedroom.
Is that Priscilla?
this really the one? He does not at all seem to be the intelligent person Al spoke of.
Mealy.
How unsightly. But as I am so magnanimous, I shall allow it. However... Hurry and wake up. Who do you think you slumber before?
The woman, the myth, the legend. An intense impact suddenly forces me out of my dreams. I'm also pushed off my bed, my back smacking against the hard floor.
What just happened?
I'm snapped into consciousness from the sudden assault. An alarm sets off in my head, thinking Wolf has made his next attack.
What on earth?
Fool. Where do you think you are looking?
Huh?
How dare you present such an uncouth face, commoner? I will not stand for such impertinence in my presence.
You're in my hotel room, lady. The woman in red arrogantly crosses her arms. My sense of reality disorients me. Whoops, there goes gravity. A woman who shouldn't be here in the bedroom having appeared out of nowhere. I'd understand if someone said this were a dream, but this isn't someone I'd like to meet in one.
Actually, if I think of it as a chance to rehearse dangerous conversations, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad to meet her in my dreams.
Burn the witch! The remains could be anything. It doesn't have to be a corpse. I suppose so, yeah. Could be clothing or whatever.
I am impressed you can daydream even in my presence. Of course, it is execrable to try and cause me to be impressed by anyone.
Nah, a
There is
nightmare.
no other option but to behead fools like you.
Don't! Mare, put the keyboard down. Fingers off the keyboard, Mare.
Sorry! I'm sorry! Just tell me what's going on!
Corvus! Beheading, she says. Yeah, she has gotten Al to behead people before. I see that this reality is unrealistic, so I seek an explanation before I get decapitated. Priscilla, who had an air of danger about her until now, narrows her eyes.
My jester informed me of yesterday's events. A meritorious deed deserves a reward. Therefore, I have come to commend you personally.
So she says.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro. I didn't get a chance to stop her, you know? She was like a flash of lightning. Too fast for the naked eye to see.
Al, who is sitting across from me, slaps his knee as he cackles to himself.
You definitely don't seem sorry about that. I doubt you even tried to stop her.
Oh, seeing right through me, huh? Of course I didn't stop her. I wouldn't want to put the princess in a bad mood and off me just like that.
Al explains his stance without a hint of ill will. I don't even have it in me to get mad at his nonchalant demeanor. Command threatens to behead him, and she was serious about it too.
Still, though.
Why are you staring at me like that? You are being incredibly rude.
No, I was just thinking about how strange today has been. I never thought you, of all people, would visit me at this inn.
I lock eyes with Priscilla as I say this. It still feels like this is all a dream. It's no exaggeration to say Priscilla is arrogance incarnate, yet she still took the time to visit me. Says her dress is ugly. Behead him! She has done that before! The ultimate character! She has huge I want to speak to your manager energy. I don't like her. Oh, she is a bitch. She is a bitch, hands down. But I love her. She is the absolute worst. But I love her just because of how unflinching she is. I bet you she gets killed off. No, she doesn't. For a moment, I thought you were gonna say she has huge tits. Well, yeah, she does, but that's not the reason why I love her.
I already told you while we were in that seedy bedroom of yours. An exemplary deed must be rewarded. This also pertains to the meeting regarding the Royal Selection's postponement. It is a matter that relates to you, is it not?
Yeah, I really appreciate this.
That's right. We're riding with Priscilla's group on the dragon carriage to attend the meeting at the castle. Surprisingly, Priscilla went out of her way to pick Rem and me up. I really am grateful. Since Amelia isn't here with us this time, they wouldn't have any reason to invite us to the castle otherwise. The reward, my mind, suck. In the original story, Priscilla did give Subaru the opportunity to touch her tits. To fondle her for a second, because she lost the game. That was a real thing that happened. Though we're still involved with the selection process, so there shouldn't be any reason to refuse our attendance.
But I guess if we shouldn't know about the meeting in the first place, there'd be no way to negotiate our way inside the castle.
Of course, I might have been able to head to the castle if I somehow convinced them of my feigned ignorance, just like I did when I warned about Wolf. But that would be leaving a lot to chance once we get to the castle, so I've been wondering what I should do. Priscilla speaks up as if she'd been reading my mind. She places a hand on her more than adequately sized butt, bending her lips into a gracious smile. You are wondrous with description, Subaru. Thank you.
If you so wish, I shall permit you to worship and revere my presence.
I wouldn't go that far. I'm thankful to you, but this is supposed to be a reward, right? Thanks to you, we'll be able to join this meeting and bring some important info back to Amelia. We really appreciate that.
Yes, we are deeply pleased that you have bestowed us this favor, Miss Priscilla.
If Subaru tried that now, she would definitely have Al behead him on the spot.
Do not thank me. I do as I wish. This is simply a result of that. The world exists for my sake, after all.
There we go. Everything exists to please Priscilla. Priscilla's remark is the epitome of arrogance, but it's definitely fitting coming from her. As our trivial conversation wanes, our dragon carriage arrives at the royal castle. We pass through the giant open doors, setting foot inside the hall behind them. Suddenly, all eyes in the room are on us.
Subaru, Natsuki, and Rem. I see you were able to enter castle grounds safely.
Cruce! Well, how do I put this? It was more at the behest of this princess's whim.
Priscilla Boreal. I never expected you two to be acquainted. The truth is, I also sent an envoy to invite you here.
What? You did that for us?
My eyes go wide at Cruce's gesture. While I was agonizing about how to sneak in here, Priscilla and Cruce were already giving me two options to do so. Priscilla Borealis. That's not... no. Even without Priscilla's fickle innovation coming into play, I had a backup plan to get to the castle without even realizing it.
Oh dear, I can't just ignore this. I never imagined Cruce would be doing the same thing.
That voice. Anastasia Hoshin.
What? Anastasia was trying to get us in too?
That's right. I'm here too. It's only been a day since we last saw each other, hasn't it?
Anastasia, what do you mean Cruce is doing the same thing?
Unfitting.
It isn't all that complicated, you know? I'm saying I also sent someone to fetch you and Rem.
Let me guess. Felt. Did you also send someone to try and get us in? How about you too, Melty? Were you trying to get us in too?
They arrived at the inn you're staying at, but said they were chased off by some crazed princess. Crazed princess?
Rem mumbles to herself, looking behind her. Priscilla scoffs at all this.
What? How dare you foist such lowly eyes upon me? Unlike the likes of you who sent mere messengers, I saw to him personally.
Exactly why it's unfitting for her. This is a good point. Priscilla, in all of her arrogance, in all of her the world exists for me, she is the only one that came to get Subaru herself. That says something. That really says something. You can't just dismiss that.
Is it not natural for your transport to be dismissed?
Of course. I would never lose face over such trifles.
But I can't say I'm pleased by it. If we let you get the better of us like this, it doesn't bode well for things in the royal selection.
Enemies again. Just like that.
Hey, now.
That the selfish and arrogant one would be the only one. Exactly. Everyone else sent their messengers, but Priscilla came and got Subaru on her own. The three candidates glare at each other. I'm sitting in the middle of them for some reason, which fills me with a great sense of unease.
Subaru, it seems your actions these past few days have made everyone concerned for us.
That's why we're in this dilemma. Like a guy dating multiple women at once.
This is not a visual novel, Subaru. Well, it is. It actually is, but not for you. Focus, please. I'd surely be stabbed if I ever did that with these girls. But who knows what'll happen with this being a political conflict.
I wish I were a shellfish.
The fuck does that mean?
Rem would not like that. Although shellfish do open their mouths when heated, so that would be one way to open you.
Rem! Please! Let's keep it PG-13. Slow down, whoa! Let's not open Subaru up.
I don't even get the luxury of clamming myself up.
It is inevitable that we would confront each other like this. But regardless, it is a welcome fact that Subaru Natsuki came to the castle.
That's true. None of us intended to get ahead by excluding one of the royal candidates' camps.
Missing such opportunities reveals the extent of one's capabilities. My inviting him on a whim should be noted in that regard.
The royal candidates come to terms while I wallow in my own despairs. I sigh in relief seeing them cast their qualms aside for the time being.
I don't feel good at all, though. Even if it does feel like I got to experience women fighting over me. In fact, I've got some serious heartburn from all this. Huh? What's up, Rem?
Oh no, pay me no mind. I just haven't seen Miss Melty anywhere.
Rem quietly whispers this in my ear after she takes a quick look around. It's natural for her to be concerned. It's a bit worrying not seeing Melty's 5th camp here. In reality, Melty's will be the 6th camp to arrive, with Feld and Reinhardt being the 5th. It'd be weird if I told Rem that, though. Besides, it shouldn't change how the meeting today will play out, even if I didn't tell her. The last time we were introduced to Melty in this setting was in the very first loop when this meeting first occurred. And Melty was like, sorry I'm late. So, this is the same day as in the first loop. And yet she is consistently late again. It must be for the same reason that she was late before.
At least, it shouldn't change, right?
I carefully observe as the meeting starts, and it proceeds as I remember despite Amelia's absence. Melty's camp arrives halfway through, and Reinhardt reveals Felt as the other candidate. Then, Old Man Ram interrupts the gathering, and Felt declares she participated in earnest. Afterward, the royal selection is delayed to investigate the fake candidate among the 6. Everyone starts suspecting one another, then we're all corralled to Melty's get-together.
Let's all get together! Is there not a more pressing issue at hand?
Huh?
Priscilla speaks up to interrupt Melty, who is about to propose her get-together idea with a smile. Is it that, whoops. Is it that Amelia isn't here? I need to charge the phone. Let me plug some things up here. I don't want to die halfway through the stream. I was watching someone draw porn at work, and so my phone is on a pretty low battery. Son of a bitch. Wrong thing. Oh well. Just the phone then, anyway.
Miss Priscilla, what issue do you speak of?
Do not play dumb with me. I won't allow you to act as if you've
Pervert.
never received
Yes.
the report.
This is
Regarding
well established,
that man-
Corvus.
You mean the one who is supposedly trying to interfere with the royal selection?
The hall fills with agitated murmurs as Miklatov, a member of the Council of Wise Men, makes his remark.
Wait a second. This is...
The conversation takes an unexpected turn into uncharted territory. This is due to our encounter with Wolf before this meeting. Of course he'd be brought out, being someone who's planning to attack the royal candidates, but at this rate...
According to the report, the one who encountered the threat was not you, Miss Priscilla.
It was that commoner shirking in the corner over there. Without hearing his side of the story, you hardly have a tale worth telling. Hence why I brought him here today.
God, I knew you didn't just bring me here out of the kindness of your heart. I don't feel appreciated at all.
I mean, this is a good thing, right?
The reward fitting your exemplary deed was plenty repaid when I personally awoke you.
You call that rude awakening a reward? Don't lump me in with Al.
What's that supposed to mean? Don't involve me in all this.
Ignoring Al's protests, I'm put in the spotlight as I'm forced to speak with everyone's gazes on me in the middle of the hall.
Very well then. What is your name and affiliation?
My name is Subaru Natsuki. In my affiliation, I'm Miss Amelia's servant. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it here today.
Interesting. He did not introduce himself as Amelia's knight. He called himself her servant instead. Subaru's learning a bit of humility through this game.
As her representative, I have a note expressing as much from Miss Amelia's guardian, Margrave Mathers. Here, this is it.
We've already confirmed the document. There's no mistaking the Margrave gave his express permission for this boy to attend in his stead.
I understand. So then, Mr. Subaru Natsuki, will you tell us what happened in your own words?
Oh man, where do I start? I'll just get right to it. There's a masked clown assassin that's targeting the royal candidates. I encountered him yesterday when I was out with Rem, and we got in a fight. Somehow, though, we managed to drive him off.
I go on at length about Wolf, the assassin, explaining every detail I remember about his appearance and the ensuing battle. I stuttered my way through the whole thing, but nobody interrupts me as I speak, so I think I managed to talk about everything important.
Anyway, that's who we're dealing with. Unfortunately, we weren't able to capture him, so I don't know if he's still in the royal capital.
I see. You have provided some very valuable information. Still, it seems you have been through a great ordeal to do so.
Don't you know it? I was burned alive getting this information.
May I add on to that? And to tell the truth, I just recently heard that such an assassin exists from Natsuki here.
Right after giving my piece, Anastasia provides more details to back up my claims.
I heard Natsuki bumped into this assassin and fought him only a few hours after we had our discussion. I feel incredibly regretful about not taking him seriously then.
Anastasia directs her apology toward me. Holy shit. Then, someone else raises their hand to speak.
I also have something I wish to add.
Wow, Krush. When did you get involved in this?
Concerning Subaru Natsuki's character.
Ah.
He is not the type to tell lies of ill intent. I can assure you all of this.
Krush with the dunk!
Fouché.
He is earnest in his duty and service to Amelia. I would be blind not to recognize it.
Oh, Krush is my favorite. Krush gives a deep nod and I feel relief wash over me.
What is it? Do not look at me with those beggars' eyes. Such is the height of disrespect.
And they know of her ability. They actually don't. They actually don't know of her wind reading ability. The only one who knows is Ferris and maybe Wilhelm. Really? Yes, really. Because like everyone else just trusts Krush implicitly because she has such a high standing in the royal capital. They just trust her judgment and her ability to judge people. They don't actually know of her blessing.
Well, I just figured you'd have something to add with those two speaking up.
What a vulgar, boorish request. Though I understand your confusion, seeing as the lioness and vixen have spoken out.
Just looking at her like, well, are you gonna say something too? Priscilla's just like, fuck off, Subaru. You want me to do more shit for you?
Lioness.
What? Are you referring to me as the vixen? How rude.
Well, you do have a bunch of fucking animals under your command, so yeah.
I have merely given you an appropriate evaluation. As well, while this commoner may be the pinnacle of impudence, an achievement is still an achievement. I admit that you and my jester drove off that odd cretin from my abode. I recognize your efforts in this endeavor. I permit you to stake your life for my sake again next time.
Never change, Priscilla, never change.
Like hell I would! If I'm going to offer my life for someone, it'll only be for Mealy!
Priscilla's arrogant manner of speaking only serves to rile me up.
It seems you have garnered quite a bit of trust from each of the royal candidates.
Trust? I'm honored you'd say so, but I think it's a bit different from that.
If I had to say this, it's a byproduct of me going around getting to know all of them. It's a miracle that Priscilla doesn't completely despise me when I thought she would be the hardest to deal with. Guess I was saved by the others who are known to be respectable.
Yes, I think so too. Subaru is a very good person.
Thank you, Melty. Krush had already done the switch, but thank you for getting the rebound, I guess.
What? I don't have anything to say. Both of us are probably wondering just why the hell we're here in the first place.
Feld is just like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Just get this shit over with. Melty and Felt voice their opinions as well, although Felt's is a colder response compared to everyone else's. The cutie but it's the most valuable.
Well, Felt does have her own situation to deal with, so she probably doesn't have the time to consider mine right now.
From her perspective, she basically woke up one day and was dragged into the castle as one of the royal candidates. It's not so much a Cinderella story as it is Arthurian, having pulled the sword from the stone and suddenly being treated as a king. This is a nice analogy. In any case...
I know I shouldn't be the one to say this, but with the royal candidates backing us like this, I hope it lends more credence to my story.
Of course, we are considering this matter very seriously. Yet you failed to mention this assassin's name.
Wolf. the malevolent masked magician. At least, that's what he called himself.
Indeed. I will alert the Knights of the Royal Guard and conduct a thorough investigation.
Woo! Finally doing your job! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, please do.
I'd been wondering how all this would play out. How all this would play it out since this event is different from the previous loops. What? But I'm relieved it's put me in the clear.
If I may make one final inquiry, Mr. Natsuki.
Oh, yes? What is it?
Naturally, you intend on conveying the information discussed during this meeting to Miss Amelia afterward, correct?
That's... well, yeah, most likely.
In that case, would you please inform Miss Amelia and Margrave Mathers to visit the royal capital as well?
You want Amelia to come to the royal capital?
I mean, it's only natural. She is a candidate. You can't keep her out of this forever. My face tenses as I answer Muklataw's unexpected question with my own. I had Amelia stay behind at the manor so her name wouldn't get spread around. Even now, I don't know if that was the right call to make. That's why I'm not too eager to bring her here, but...
Now that 6 royal candidates have appeared in contradiction to the Dragonstone, we must properly question each and every one. I understand the sudden nature of this request, but I ask that you convey such urgency to them.
I can't give them an immediate answer, even though they're asking rather politely. After all, if Amelia were to come here, there's the possibility of the capital being tormented by the witch cult again. Is there any way to keep Amelia coming to the capital a secret? Unlike last time we confronted Wolf first, Amelia hasn't defeated the Dust Bandits. That means there's a chance the witch cult might change up their plans. Also, we dealt with the spy at the manor beforehand. So there's no one to relay information to the witch cult about Amelia leaving. But still...
Mr. Natsuki, does our request inconvenience you in some way?
Well, that's...
No, not at all. We will promptly convey the urgency of your message to Lord Roswaal and Miss Amelia.
While I struggle to find the right words, Rem cuts the chase for me. I turn around and surprise her agreement.
Rem, you...
Now is not the time, Subaru. If we show any hesitation here, then they will all suspect Miss Amelia is up to something.
The spy got away with info, though. Not necessarily. The spy got away with the info that Amelia was staying behind at the manor. We chased him away, so he's not there anymore. So, necessarily, unless for some reason he came back, he won't know if we send word to Amelia and Roswaal to come to the capital.
Right. That'd be troublesome.
Rem is right. If we hesitate on whether or not to have Amelia come to the royal capital, it would seem like we're trying to hide something.
Mr. Natsuki, if your companion is saying as such...
Oh, yes, I agree.
It took some time before we all came to an agreement, but I'm glad to hear you say so.
It takes some convincing for me, but it's decided that Amelia will be coming to the capital. I have no choice but to nod in agreement for now, but if I didn't follow through by calling her, it would only increase their suspicion.
Very well. Now to wrap things up. Miss Melty, what is it you wanted to discuss earlier?
Huh? Oh, yes, right. I wanted to bring this up earlier, but I'd like to suggest we all have a get-together. It would be great to get to know everyone some more.
The purest girl in this ensemble. And so, while an unexpected event triggered, the get-together still found its rightful place in this loop.
With all that sudden questioning, I didn't know what to expect. Damn that Priscilla.
My gratitude for being brought to the meeting was completely nullified when I got called out like that.
As I thought, nothing good ever comes from being associated with her. Still, though.
What do you mean? Now the Knights are gonna be on the lookout for this guy. The fuck are you talking about, Subaru? That was nothing but a good thing. I glanced around, seeing all the royal candidates standing in the center of the venue. So, Priscilla and Felt didn't leave this time. Because the first time when Melody suggested the get-together, Felt and Priscilla left early because they were just like, fuck this. But they'd stayed behind. Interesting. If memory serves, Priscilla and Anastasia aren't supposed to be here. Oh, it was Anastasia that didn't leave. Since they are, it begs the question of how everything would play out with Amelia's absence this time around. I'm pretty sure Priscilla is sticking around on a whim, so Anastasia's presence is the most striking.
I don't think she's the type to just change her plans without a solid reason.
You seem to be quite familiar with all the royal candidates. No wonder Miss Anastasia shows interest in you.
Wait, is that...
I wouldn't say I know them all that well.
Oh,
I just know of them.
Humility may be a virtue, but you should just accept the praise I'm giving you. Your actions will help save the lives of all the candidates, after all.
The finest of knights, Julius Euclius.
Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch?
Is it? You foiled someone's plot to interfere with the royal selection, and took action to warn those targeted. Not to mention that you fought off the assailant, gauging his true threat level in the process. Is that not worthy of recognition?
How do I put this? I know he's complimenting me, but it doesn't feel like it. He's not being his usual snide or sarcastic self, so why? Is this some sort of psychological aversion?
Is something the matter, Mr. Subaru Natsuki?
Yes, it is.
Can you not call me Mr.? It's weird.
Everyone else does.
Just call me Subaru like everyone else. And you're...
Yes. An oversight on my end. I apologize for the late introduction. I am Julius Euclius. I am a knight of the Royal Guard, serving as Miss Anastasia's knight. It's a pleasure to meet you. Due to the royal selection, we will be in each other's company for a while. Let us both do our utmost to serve our masters and strive for prosperity for the kingdom.
Oh, man.
You're really gung-ho about sticking to the rules, aren't you?
He is a knight. Julius makes a face like he has no clue what I'm talking about, but I don't have it in me to explain, though I do feel a little bad for confusing him like that.
Ah, Subaru
Whoa,
Julius.
you're really close.
What are you two talking about?
An interesting combination of people have gathered here. Would you mind if we joined you?
Reinhardt and Ferris join the party.
Yeah, go for it. I was just about to start talking about the weather, knowing that neither of us can hold a conversation for very long.
Nobody ever talks about that seriously anyway.
Her. Her who? The ones joining our conversation are Reinhardt and Ferris, who've been talking to the other candidates and the members of the Council of the Wise Men. Sensing their friendly demeanors toward me, Julius raises their eyebrow in fascination. I wonder if they're finally going to talk about it. There's one story point that I've been waiting to get to, but this game hasn't yet addressed it.
Reinhardt, Ferris, are you already acquainted with Subaru?
Yes. We met a while back in the royal capital. Thanks to Subaru, I was led to Miss Felt.
I swear, Ferris is kind of weird to me.
That's putting a spin on it. If you say it like that, Felt will give me the stink eye.
Fairy's case is way simpler. Subaru is just one of Fairy's patients, and that's how I know him, meow?
She has the name Felix.
I see.
Felix
Your connections
Argyle.
with those involved in the royal selection run deeper than I imagined. Perhaps it is I who has had the late start.
And is quite flat-chested.
Don't treat me like I'm some lucky statue or something. Meeting me sooner doesn't change anything. Also...
Are we body-shaming now, Corvus? The fuck?
Also...
The one who's gonna win the royal selection is gonna be my melee.
Like,
you all
really
think your
flat-chested.
camps will be the one to take the throne, don't you?
The three of them fall silent at my question. Then they all break into smiles.
I believe all the knights gathered here wish for their own masters to win. But I'm impressed in your confidence for saying that so boldly, Subaru.
While I would normally tell one to keep such thoughts to themselves, I suppose a more aggressive approach is needed here.
Fairy's always thought that Miss Cruchet is the best of the best. Nothing will ever change my mind on that.
nothing. When it comes to their own master, none of them are willing to falter. And then, yes, because they are loyal.
Hey, I see the whole crew's gathered around. Mind if I
Tiga
butt in too?
Tiga now joined the party as well.
Don't you mean we? To tell the truth, I
We're
feel a
gonna
bit
run out
left
of space in the screen if we fit all these characters in here.
Oh, you guys came over too. Well, feel free.
Alright then. So, what were you all talking about?
We were just conversing about each of the candidates, as well as our zeal for the royal selection.
The candidates! That's good! That's very good. I get it. I totally get it. All the candidates are good-looking women, after all.
Al's a man of culture. Interrupting Redhound, Al nods over and over like he understands what's really going on. But in reality, it's nothing like he's probably imagining.
The ruler is the face of the kingdom. Therefore, a beautiful woman is the prime choice. On that note, it's not strange if any of them take the crown.
What, do you think this is a beauty pageant? Besides, if the ruler is decided on looks alone, it wouldn't be a fair competition.
Huh? What do you mean by that, bro?
He means that Amelia's the cutest.
Of course, when it comes to beauty, my Mealy is the most beautiful of them all.
Here we go. It's true all the candidates have their own charms, but they stand no chance against the supreme beauty that is my silver-haired master.
If this were a beauty pageant, Mealy's victory would be all but assured.
Wait! Isn't that a bit hasty, Meow? Why do Mew get to decide the winner, Subaru?
Huh?
If we're talking about real beauty, Fairy thinks qualities such as dignity, conduct, and elegance need to be considered.
I agree with Ferris. It's true that beauty can be observed simply on a canvas like a painting. But humans have layers that run deeper.
Like onions.
To truly say a person is beautiful, one must evaluate every aspect of that person's character. That means the winner would be...
Miss Crochet!
Miss Anastasia.
There we go. Classic joke.
Ferris, I understand your point. Miss Crochet is certainly a fine lady who commands respect.
This is about to become a bunch of 6-year-olds deciding which Ninja Turtle is the best. Is Ferris like a trap or something?
Fairy also understands that Miss Anastasia is an elegant young woman. Becoming the president of a large company at her age is commendable.
I'm glad you understand.
No, it's fine. Fairy's relieved too. So, it's Miss Crochet, right?
Of course it's Miss Anastasia.
This is... Oh, fuck. I skipped over something. No. This is bad. Wait. This is bad. The two of them may be smiling outwardly like that, but a silent war has just been waged. The tragedy is the result of them pushing for different people. Mediating a situation like this would be too much for me to handle. Ferris is a cat boy.
Now, just relax, you two. This is an important get-together. Don't you think it's dumb to get so heated over this?
What were you hemming about? I don't know what you're talking about, Corvus. I was hemming. I don't know what you're talking about. Hemming. Who was hemming? I don't know. Wow, you're so weird. You're so weird. The one to cut the tense air is Tiga, as calm as ever. Ferris and Julia stop glaring daggers at each other after Tiga's comment and recompose themselves. Hey everybody, how's it going? Hey Jacob, good to see you, buddy. It's going well. How's it going with you?
Well, I guess you're right. Yeah, sorry Julius, I got a little on edge there.
No, I should have chosen my words better. We're friends. Even though we belong to different camps involved in the royal selection, that fact remains unchanged.
Whoa, amazing. You settled that pretty well.
It's true that all of the royal candidates are beautiful
They
in their
are
own
adults
respects.
after all.
Regardless of who becomes the next ruler,
Kind of.
the image of the kingdom will no doubt be exemplary.
Everyone in this frame right now is like 16, 17. around that age. So adults, yeah, kind of. But I was right, wasn't I? It took you long enough to figure that out, Corvus. It took you long enough. I've been trying, like, I was trying so hard to keep it a secret. I was trying so hard to keep it a secret. Like, you notice that whenever I talked about Ferris, or Felix, I always use their name. I tried not to use pronouns except for their. But if I used their too much, it would have been too obvious. But although I did slip up sometimes and call Ferris a she too. But yes, Ferris is a guy. God damn it. I was hoping to keep it going for a little longer. But the jig is up. Since I wonder if there are any fake games. I wonder if there are any fake games. What? Yeah. Of course there are fake games. The fuck are you talking about, Fire? Fate is like primarily like mobile games, isn't it? Fate fucking Go, dude. Fate Stay Night. The fuck have you been all this time? Which Fate? I haven't looked into it. Apocrypha was the only one I watched. Oh, dude. The Fate franchise runs so fucking deep. There's animes, there's manga, there are games, all with their own branching storylines and everything. There are so many Fate timelines and shit. Oh my god. Like, it makes my head hurt just thinking about it. I don't know all of them myself, but there's a lot to Fate. I was thinking the Dungeon Crawler. I'm not sure which one that is, but yeah, there's a lot of Fate games. There are a lot of Fate games. Bear has left the chat. Dude, Mare, you are watching me play a visual novel that is based on an anime. You don't get to leave the chat at this point. You are very much in the middle of Weeb Central right now. You are in the middle of otaku, whatever this is right now. But yeah, getting back to it, Fate is a boy. Deal with it.
When you consider that, a petty argument like this is quite absurd.
I once played Fate Extella on Switch. It's basically a Dynasty Warriors game with Fate characters from many different continuities. That actually sounds really fun. Fuck, that sounds really fun. I said Ferris was a catboy when I saw him earlier, by the way. Yeah, but I was trying not to respond to it. For Corvus' sake. I was trying to string him along for a little bit longer. I've honestly been trying to trick Corvus for a while now. But I knew. Yes! But you didn't say it outright until a few minutes ago. You didn't say it outright. You kept calling Ferris a she. and only kind of said like Felix is a boy's name, but and then I said that, well, no, Felix is androgynous. It was pretty fun. Haven't tried the sequel yet. Actually, I'm a boy. Doesn't matter. I know exactly what you're talking about. A friend of mine showed me that fucking femboy IHOP thing a few days ago. That was fucking Astolfo. One of the other famous catboy traps. I love that so much. It's like, wait, I'm a boy. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, the fuck was I doing playing this fucking game? Oh yeah. Tiga shrugs his shoulders while Ferris and Julius make amends, shaking each other's hands. I'm not longer relieved and tilt my head toward Tiga.
By the way, what's your opinion, Tiga?
Obviously, Mel is the cutest.
Well, no shit he would say that. What did you expect? The flames of war erupted again just as quickly as they had died down. There's no escaping this debate. Yeah, what did you think was going to happen, Subaru?
Man, I think there'd be so much competition about who supports who.
Why wouldn't there be competition? They're all knights of their own candidates. Why wouldn't there be competition? The fuck is wrong with you, Al? Where have you been?
That just shows how serious everyone takes this. What about you, Sir Al?
Oh, don't say my name like that. I'm a humble vagabond. Just Al is fine.
Okay then.
Al
are you
isn't actually
comfortable
a
not
knight.
throwing your hat into the...
Me?
Whoops, sorry,
I've
Reinhardt.
got nothing to add. You're right that it'd be a good fight if it were a beauty contest, but...
But what?
My princess has the biggest boobs, so we win outright.
Al, my boy! Never change. I just choked it. Poor Reinhardt. Poor Reinhardt. His candidate has the flattest chest. Out of everyone, he has no response. Right. Oh, poor Reinhardt. I feel bad for him. He can't win in this situation. Cause like, if any response he gives to this would just make him look like a pedophile. Reinhardt can't win.
Should I add in any of the lovely qualities about Miss Phelps?
Don't do it, Reinhardt! No! Don't do it, man! Take the L! Take the L! Tap out! Tap out! Reinhardt cocks his head to the side with a serious look, but Al shrugs him off, the helmet hiding any expression.
Man, that was pretty ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Tiga, carelessly blurting out something like that.
I'm this. Oh my god. That made me cry a little bit. I really need to sleep, LMAO. I got next to no sleep last night. I know that feel. If you need to sleep, Fire, go ahead and sleep. I appreciate you coming, even though you know next to nothing about this franchise. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Fire. Thank you. Welcome to the Minagawa. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
Subaru, you seem to be having an exciting chat with the other knights.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Fire. Have a good night as well.
I don't know if it was exciting so much as it was tense.
Of course, like any chivalrous knight, and didn't end in a fight. Though the psychological warfare was certainly a spectacle.
You saw what we were up to. What about you, Rem?
At the consideration of Mrs. Crochet and Anastasia, I was allowed to listen to their conversation. All the royal candidates are quite enthusiastic about the royal selection. I know there was nothing we could do, but I wish Miss Amelia could have joined us.
Yeah, she didn't get to make any friends. BRB.
Yeah, right. I get the feeling that we're a bit behind on all this.
I know it's to protect her, but this is a much safer place to be, so Amelia's absence is a big disadvantage in terms of everyone's impression of her. In that regard, Mithlital's request for her to come to the capital might be for our benefit too.
As for getting in contact with her...
I requested an express messenger to go to the manor while we remain here. And about that other matter.
That other matter? What other matter?
No response from your sister?
No. The manor does not seem to be facing any trouble.
Good.
Is that so? That's good.
Because the spy isn't at the manor anymore. It's not too bad a start, having found out about the spy before we left. Still, I can't let my guard down. This will be a defensive battle. Our opponent has the upper hand, so we can't rely on our mental fortitude alone.
At the earliest, Miss Amelia and the others will arrive in the royal capital by fire time tomorrow.
It's not like we can tell them to take their time after all.
Well, I'd like to think it won't happen. I'm worried the dust bandits will appear en route. Honestly, I'm not sure how the cause and effect relationship works there, but I should go fetch Amelia myself if possible.
I thought you might say that, so I made arrangements to meet them at Flugel's tree.
You're amazing, Rem!
Oh my, being your amazing bride, you're making me blush.
Keep it in your pants, Rem.
I didn't say anything like that.
What are you two doing fooling around over here? Everyone else is leaving. Are you not done yet?
Oh, we should get out of here too. As for you...
What does that mean? If you've got something to say, then say it.
Really? Then... Felt, you look great in that dress.
Why does Rem always dress like a maid? Because she is a maid. Next question.
What?
Oh, you think so too, huh? I've got my complaints about that sword saint, but he's certainly got a good eye for this.
Yes, Rem is a maid. You answered your own question, Mayor. Why does Rem always dress like a maid? Because she is a maid. I didn't know.
Yeah, I can tell.
Don't encourage him to make fun of me.
Ow!
What did I miss? What else don't I know? A lot, Mayor, a lot. There's a lot you don't know. It may or may not come up later. You missed Subaru saying that he was going to meet Amelia to go fetch her, and we're going to rendezvous at the Great Flugel Tree.
Jeez, getting carried away like that? I was reluctant about all this, you know.
Miss Felt, I apologize if I am speaking out of place, but you should not tug your hair so much.
What? Oh, right. Granny might give me the waterworks.
Who's Granny?
Not to mention, your hair is very pretty.
What are you, another Reinhardt?
Speaking of, I don't see him around anymore.
I told him to wait outside. I wanted to talk to you about something alone.
Me?
Yeah, you. You passed along a message to Old Man Rom, didn't you?
Thanks to that, I learned that Felt was cooped up in the royal castle with that sword saint. Although it did get a little messy.
Old Man Ram bows his bald head slightly, repenting for his actions in the castle. The message felt mentions of something and asked the officer to pass on. Thanks to him, Old Man Ram was able to show up at the castle. I felt bad for him thanking me for misleading him, seeing as he was about to get locked up. But above all,
I still called for Old Man Ram, knowing the risk.
It's fine now because he's safe, but that's no excuse. The reality of it is, though, that no amount of altering the loops guarantees the worst possible outcome not happening to Old Man Ram. To prevent that, I believe it was the right call for me to participate in the meeting.
Still, though, how'd you know Karuman and I knew each other?
Huh? Oh, that's,
What?
Just a hunch?
You liar! There's no way you could have figured that out with a hunch. Come on, man, we're thanking you here. There's no need to hide anything from us.
Hold on, Phil. This youngster's probably got some things he just can't say right now.
Take Rem to the back room to polish your longsword. That'd be very out of character for Subaru. Subaru's dick is for Amelia, and Amelia alone.
Especially considering your relationship with one another moving forward.
Amelia's scabbard is the only place for Subaru's longsword.
Our relationship moving forward, huh? We're going to be mutual enemies.
It's not that severe. I wouldn't lie about something like that.
Rem is open to fuck then? Nice. Well, Rem won't let you. Rem's scabbard is only for Subaru's longsword, but that does not mean that Subaru will ever stick his longsword into Rem's scabbard. That's the same joke that Mare already made, Corvus. Get a new one! Threesome. With Amelia, Rem, and Subaru, I'm sure art of that exists already. Also, Corvus, I was expecting you to pick up on Ferris a lot sooner. Not only from like details in the game, but because I was so expecting you to look up porn of Ferris. I thought for sure that you were going to find some Ferris porn, and that would be how you would find out his gender. I did, but you didn't say it. You didn't say it. So proof or it didn't happen. With how much you were falling in love with Ferris, you definitely should have Googled some you definitely should have Googled some Ferris porn, and then you would have found Ferris's long sword. What's this game called again? In North America and Europe, it's called ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, The Prophecy of the Throne. In Japan, it's called ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, The False King Candidate. Who said I was falling in love with him? You were definitely... I was falling in love with Rem. Yeah, but Ferris was like your side hoe. You were constantly talking about how cute he was. Ferris stares me down for a bit. Just strange intensity in the air floating about us. It's beautiful. Mare found it. Oh my god. Mare found the porn, y'all. Watch out.
Well, whatever. That's fine.
It's actually really
Thanks to your
good.
little scheme,
Yeah, of course
I got
it
to meet
is.
up with Old Man Ram again.
These characters are very well designed.
I really owe you big for that. Consider me in your debt.
Felt, Are you sure that's okay?
Doesn't matter if I think it's okay or not.
I'm gonna look at it too.
You're not gonna spill your beans anyway, are ya?
You're gonna be pretty busy. You're gonna be pretty busy tonight, aren't you?
Then this conversation is over. There's no point hounding you about it any further.
Even if he's male. Even if he's male. He's a damn femboy in all of them. Yeah, because he is a femboy. What do you expect? It wouldn't make much sense to gender bend Ferris. He already gender bent himself.
I expected something else too, but I don't have any complaints with it ending like this.
I think we're all in agreement about our love of femboys. I mean, look at whose stream you're watching right now.
Felt says it's a debt, so add that to my tab too. If there's ever anything I can do for you, just give me a holler. I always repay my debts. That's just our style.
Same goes for me. Anyway, now you've got the message.
Fuck yeah! Allies! With that fellow and old man Rom leave us, I droop my shoulders after seeing them off.
Seeing her in that dress and feeling her determination, Felt really does fit the role of a royal candidate.
Fanboy, never noticed. Yeah, it's one of my secrets. I'm actually male. Dun dun dun. Surprise, surprise.
Were you nervous?
More like overwhelmed. You could say she has guts, I guess.
I'm not really a girl, you guys. I'm sorry I kept it a secret for so long. Will you ever forgive me? Sarcastic. Yes, I can tell. Me a femboy, uwu. Some more like Mickey Mouse than anything else. If it is, then Fel has the biggest advantage for succession when considering her bloodline alone. But I can't just accept that blindly.
Especially since there's someone else I want to win. Man, what could I even possibly do?
You are working hard, Subaru.
You're working hard, Subaru. Can you speak feminine at all? Absolutely not. I really can't. I can't. My voice is naturally deep. My voice is way too deep for that.
Yeah. Thanks, Rem.
Right now, I can't say for sure whether this is changing in a good direction or if we've been able to escape a bad situation. At the very least.
I hope nothing happens tonight.
Why the fuck did you say that, Subaru? Why the fuck did you say that? God damn it, man. Oh, nothing did actually happen. Okay, cool. After a busy day, we welcome a new morning. Fortunately, we didn't hear of anything bad happening, so I think it's safe to say everyone got through the night in one piece.
Alright, the start of a new day. Rem, any word about Mealy and the others?
No, I sent a messenger last night, so if they travel quickly, then they should be there by the middle of fire time.
Yeah, I guess it'd be around then. They received the message during the night and started making preparations.
To be honest, I really wanted to avoid having Amelia coming to the royal capital, but with the royal selection having been delayed, I know the discussions can't continue without the parties involved. Concerned, involved, whatever. It's out of my control, so I've just gotta let it go.
There's no point brooding over this. We'll just have to do our best however we can.
Yes, we shall. Now then, about going to get Miss Amelia and the others.
We'll do that later in the afternoon. For now, we should focus on talking to the other candidates.
Why?
I understand, but I cannot allow you to walk around alone, Subaru. There's an unscrupulous man about as of late.
Right. I wouldn't want to bump into Wolf again and get roasted whole.
With his existence now well known, it'll be harder for him to target any of the royal candidates. That means he may even go after me just to release his anger.
As pathetic as it sounds, I can't face him on my own. So I'm counting on you, Rem.
Yes, Rem will always have your back, Subaru.
Yes. Please leave everything to your Rem.
Something
You've
like
got
that.
a lot of energy today. All right then, let's...
But first, you must receive your treatment from Master Felix.
God damn it.
Rem, how about that?
Your treatment is the highest priority.
Looks like Rem won't concede on that point.
Alrighty, and done. Jeez, you exaggerate too much, Subaru.
I want every human in the world to feel this pain, and put it to a vote to show you just how much I'm exaggerating.
What are you going on about?
After finishing my treatment, Ferris's hands clapped together, a wry smile forming on the demi-human's lips.
I see you have finished, Subaru. Master Felix, I thank you kindly.
It's fine, it's fine. Miss Cruchet ordered me to do so. And it's only fair to repay him for his exemplary service.
Exemplary service?
About that guy targeting the royal candidates. Mew and Rem fought him off together, right? Fairy is thankful for what you did too.
But I wanted to finish him for good, not scare him off. Not to mention how unprepared we were.
Felix isn't the master, he's the sub, the pet. Yeah, but technically he outranks Rem. And also, Felix is the best healer in the kingdom by trade. And so that's the master part. I think maybe that Rem is referring to.
I apologize. If only Rem had done more.
Oh, you're terrible, Subaru. Can't Mew see how hard Rem worked for Mew?
It's a porn joke, Mia. I realized that, Mare, but it was so bad I chose to ignore it.
I didn't mean it like that. I know Rem did her best. I'm the idiot here. Stupid idiot.
You forget, Mare, that I've been browsing the depths of the internet for far longer than you have. Compared to you, I've been around the block a few times. I am in a different generation from you. Rem's expression turns dreary, so I slap my own cheek as a form of contrition. Seeing this, Ferris laughs and claps loudly.
Oh, Subaru, you're too funny.
That came out of nowhere.
My screw-up hurts harder than I thought.
Anyway, thanks for that. With this, we can check off one thing on Miss Cruchet's repayment list.
Yeah, but make sure you be careful too.
Huh?
If the enemy is trying to interfere with the royal selection, everyone involved, not just the candidates, could be in danger.
Also seems Amelia is in more Yuri than with Subaru. Sabaru. Mare, his name is on screen. How can you still not spell it right? As I don't know English well. You are English! We got our language from your people! If anyone should know English, it's you! Mare! You just killed me. Oh my god. Corvus, please. Help your boy out. I can't deal with this shit anymore.
Like Tiga, Al, and that Julius. We don't really need to worry about Reinhardt. Compared to them, you're more at risk.
How? I don't know. I don't know, Corvus. Just do something. Something.
Or are you actually crazy strong despite how you look? Are you another Reinhardt?
Not at all. Ferris sucks at swordplay. I can't fucking spell. I use autocorrect a lot. Jesus Christ, your generation. Back in my day, we had to look shit up in the dictionary. We didn't just have spell check to correct everything we wrote. Oh, fuck. Oh, Ferris uses against fire. That's true. That's true, but he would have to get to that point. Cause Wolf only uses the fire as a last ditch effort. Up till then he uses daggers. Ferris isn't that good with that. And once had a teacher who threatened to make his kids write out the entire dictionary as punishment, he only had to do that once. Holy shit. That is quite the punishment. That's cruel, actually. That is cruel. I would tell my mom about that and get that fucker fired. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you now that you know that Ferris is a guy, I can tell you the story about why about why Ferris now dresses like a girl all the time. It is actually at Crucia's behest that Ferris dressed like this. Because, as she put it, a person should wear whatever makes their soul shine the brightest. And when Ferris dresses like a girl, that is when his soul shines the brightest. So what had happened is that Felix had decided to become Ferris, like a few years after he met Crush and became a servant of her. And Felix very quickly fell in love with Crush because of how amazing she is. And so Ferris wanted to protect Crush. So Ferris decided that one day that he would abandon his quote-unquote cross-dressing ways, dress like a proper knight, and become one in order to protect Crush. But Crush would not have that. She said that she challenged Ferris to a sword fight, and she said that if Ferris won, that he would be allowed to no longer cross-dress anymore. But if Crush won, then Ferris would have to cross-dress for the rest of his life. And of course, Crush is one of the best swordsmen around. So Ferris got his ass kicked, and now he has to cross-dress. But it's not like a punishment or anything. Ferris wants to do this because, as Crush says, That is what makes Ferris's soul shine the brightest. And here we are. And another teacher chokeslammed his daughters into the pool and recorded for class and others to see. His girls loved it and kept running back. He didn't actually chokeslam them, he just picked them up and let them go above the water. Okay then, moving on.
I'm sorry. It's just that saying there could be two sword saints is quite silly.
My secondary school has some laid-back teachers. It was fun.
Plus, does Fairy even look remotely superhuman like Reinhard? Look at Fairy's slender arms!
All the knights are pretty slender. To be fair, they're all kind of skinny.
Yeah, they're pretty thin and soft.
I never said you can touch them!
Ow!
Despite Ferris's meager build, the flick to the forehead says otherwise.
But I understand. Tell you what, Subaru. If you're that worried about Fairy, then I'll put your mind at ease. Whenever I leave the manor, I'll have Old Man Will come along with me.
Yeah, good idea. Anyway, we should get going now.
That's right. I'm sure we would just be intruding if we stayed too much longer.
Yeah, Fairy's pretty busy too, you know. But what are you planning on doing, Subaru?
We're gonna continue gathering as much intel as possible before Mealy arrives.
Huh. Then you should be careful too, Subaru. Rem, be sure to protect him.
Of course.
You really get our dynamic, huh?
Currently, Crush is meeting with some visitors of her own, so I unfortunately don't have a chance to talk to her. So...
I don't mind walking around the capital, but wandering around aimlessly won't get us anywhere.
I am actually going to stop here for tonight because I have to be to work kind of early tomorrow. So, Old Man will stick his magnum dong in Ferris' tight ass. I'm sorry. You're not sorry, Mayor. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have typed it. Don't you dare apologize. Don't you dare. I'm holding you accountable for this. But anyway, thank you everyone. Can't become selfish. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Tomorrow I will not be playing this game. I will be playing probably, the fuck is that game called? Going Under. Going Under. I'll be playing Going Under tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me or don't. It's up to you. But please join me. I don't want to be lonely. And thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight. Please follow if you haven't already so that you don't miss out on all this awesome content. And until next time, Ja Mata. I'm gonna stab you later, Mayor.